Flutes, it's Mrs. Glaser, and today we're going to review how to form your flute embouchure. So remember, your embouchure is the shape that your lips make while you're playing the flute. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do before we use our head joint is to practice with our finger. So take your finger, you're going to tuck it underneath your bottom lip like this, and you're going to blow across your finger. Okay, so we're going to try that again. This time we're going to put our other hand down in front of us, kind of in front of our chest, like we're holding a hot bowl of soup. And we're going to pretend like we're going to blow on our hot bowl of soup while we have our finger in place. And if you're feeling air on your hand, that means that you're blowing in the correct direction. If you're not feeling air on your hand, you might need to adjust your lips a little bit so that the air is going in that direction. Okay, we don't want our air to go straight across, and we don't want our air to go straight down. We want it to go kind of halfway onto that hot bowl of soup. Okay, so now we're going to try with our head joint. Okay, and I have a little handheld mirror here. I got this one at the Dollar Tree, so you can find one there as well. Or you can just practice this in your bathroom or in your bedroom, wherever you have a mirror. Okay, and you're going to take your head joint and you're going to make sure that the hole is pointing to the right. Okay, so we're going to put our lip on the flat part of the lip plate. And we're going to make sure that the hole is lined up right in the middle of our lip. Okay, we don't want it here. We don't want it here. Okay, now you should also be able to see about 2/3 of the hole. Okay, we don't want to cover up the hole. And we don't want to see the entire hole. We want it to be about here with 1/3 of the hole being covered by our lip and 2/3 of the hole being open. Okay, so this is why you need your mirror, because if you don't have a mirror, you might not know if you're doing this correctly. Okay, so line it up there in the middle, tuck 1/3 under your lip. Okay, and then we're going to go back to our hand in our hot bowl of soup, and we're going to blow down at the hot bowl of soup. Okay, now if yours didn't sound like mine, there's a couple things that could be going on. Number one, you might not be blowing enough air. If I use too little air, listen to what happens. Okay, it doesn't really do anything. Okay, now if I use too much air, listen to what happens. Okay, it sounds terrible. It has that real screechy sound. We don't want that. Okay, so make sure that you're using fast air, but that it's not too gentle. If it's too gentle, you're just going to end up with nothing's going to come out. Okay, now there's some other things that might be happening as well. If you have too much of your hole uncovered, it doesn't really make a sound. Okay, and if you have too much of your hole covered, it also doesn't really make a sound. Okay, so again, we want about 1/3 of it covered. With fast air. There's one other thing that could be happening if you're still not getting a good and clear sound. We might have this hole that our lips are making too big or too small. Okay, so if I open my mouth too wide, nothing happens. See how big this is? Okay, we don't want it that big. Okay, now also if it's too small, and it's too tight, we're not getting enough air through. Okay, so you might have to experiment with that. And again, use your mirror to make sure that you have all those things in place. Okay, so go ahead and practice this. If you're still having trouble, of course, I will help you in class or the next time I see you. Good luck and have fun.